Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Just before we get the show going, we wanted to give a shout out to someone who's been with us since I think not long. Was she here before you started or just after?
No, she's been here, I think maybe 2 years.
Yeah. I think she's been around
about
2 months after me. So Elise, our meteorologist, she's leaving today, is her last day. So we want to give a shout out and say we wish you all the best.
Yes.
You have grown as a meteorologist from the time you came here, and we only wish bigger and better things for your career.
Future is
good
bright.
Luck. Future is bright, my friend. Let's just take this away with the first story, will you?
Yeah, well, we wanted to update you about Hurricane Florence. She did make landfall in North Carolina around 7:15 this morning. It's a Category 1 hurricane with winds of more than 90 miles per hour. That's sustained, and it's dumping 3 inches of rain per hour. Now, we do have a sister station down in Wilmington, which is right outside of where that hurricane made landfall. We have some staff from here in Lexington down there to help them, and we want to wish everyone in the path of the storm all our thoughts and prayers.
It's pretty frightening. I haven't watched the morning news because I was in meetings first thing this morning, and I've sort of raced home to watch the world news and watch the local news happening down there. It's pretty scary, and we know you can no longer escape what's about to happen or what's happening. So bunker down, be safe, do everything you can to.
It went down from a Category 4 to, I think it hit as a Category 1, but the problem with the storm is it's so massive that it's just going to kind of, and it's moving so slow, it's going to just hover there and rain. And you said you've never been through a hurricane. Again, I'm not the hurricane expert.
So I called someone.
Okay.
Because you made me think about it. We don't have hurricanes in Australia. We have cyclones.
Oh, cyclones,
And I was thinking, and then they said, my friends who knew me when I was a kid, they said, Troy, do you remember that cyclone we had? Like we were on the farm.
Is that like a tornado, or is that?
Yeah, it's a bit like a tornado.
Okay, so it's
but
not like
it doesn't lift buildings, or it does destroy things, but it's very rare. And we did have one, and I remember it sort of pushed over one of the tractor garages, and the tractor garage stayed like that for as long as I could remember. My father never fixed it. Well, so it was just like this lean-to, and when you drive the tractor in to shield it, you sort of went like that as you drove it in.
It gives it character. We still have parts on our property that have been damaged by hurricanes that my parents just whatever.
I know.
But they're eerie because they say the calm before the storm, and you saw the pictures. The coast was beautiful. It's sunny. We used to get hurricane days, like they get snow days, and always that first day it was like, yeah, 'cause it's sunny. You know, you're excited. Then that comes in, and that rain, and that rain, and that rain. Then the eye of the storm goes through, and the same thing. It's like you think it's all over. It's clear. It's the eeriest thing. And then, however long it takes for the eye to go over, the wind starts going the opposite way. I mean, they're odd, but this one's going to to cause a lot of flooding.
I'm just blessed that I haven't needed to go through one of them.
Yeah,
and I'd never been through earthquakes until I moved to Alaska either. So anyway, they're just as frightening, I'm sure.
Well, good luck to all of you.
Let's jump on to the next topic that we're going to talk about. More than 1/3 of adults in Alabama. I always say this one wrong.
Say it. I want to hear it.
No, I'm going to say it wrong.
Can I?
Yes.
Do it.
No, you say it.
No, I want you to say it.
Stop playing funny with me.
It's Arkansas.
I'm always, can I
what
just
do you say?
Arkansas.
Well, that's
which is not
that's
right.
Okay. No. Well, you add an extra K in there.
No, because it's anyway. No. There's a reason why I do that. Iowa, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, and West Virginia are dangerously overweight, all right? Now, this is according to the data released on Wednesday by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. A study revealed that at least 35% of people in these 7 states are severely overweight. Now, that number has increased from 5 states in 2016. Good news, Kentucky is not one of the 7 states. However, 30 to 35% of people in our state are overweight. The unlikely 7, as I said, are above. As much as I want to say I'm glad we're not, I still want to say I think we can do better as a community.
Absolutely. Well, this is coming from the CDC, which is not some random study or self, done poll. This is actual real numbers, and I'm not exactly sure. I meant to look up before we started what constitutes obesity? Because we talked about that.
Can I tell you, and I'm just going to stand up. Just make sure we can grab this on
Work
camera
it.
one. So you all know that I'm doing my fitness training and all that sort of
Are
stuff.
you going to take your pants
No,
off?
I'm just going to show you because I normally sit, okay?
Right.
We're like this, right? They consider me, and I've been doing my lifestyle challenge, to be obese. The doctor's scales, the way they did that, okay? So I'm not crazy. I'm still on my weight loss issue.
And the camera adds 10 pounds.
I wish we could say it added 20. But I want to say to you, on that BMI level scale thing, I don't know what
So like
they
your
called
body
it.
fat percentage?
Yeah, they considered me to be obese, which is frightening when you think about it. And trust me, it screws you up in the head when you hear those things.
Does it make you want to lose weight, or does it make it harder to lose weight?
Mentally, I will be honest with you, I feel every time I'm at the gym, and you know I'm trying and doing my thing, and we're going to do a whole show on what I've been doing, I feel everyone's watching me.
Really?
It's in my head, and when I hear that word obesity, and they say that's where I'm on the scale, you can all see at home. It doesn't look like that. I just have a high percentage of body fat.
Compared to
What I'm supposed to be, which is what I've got to get down,
Right.
and that's what I'm working on. But when I see these studies, and it's more, so I understand the people sitting at home that are overweight, and you know, not only could just be physical because of issues that you have with thyroids or things like that, but you know, it's just as hard to get up and get to the gym and get on it and get that lifestyle happening. So I understand.
It is. It's,
know what I mean?
hard. We talk about this often. It's hard for everybody. It's easy to make excuses, and I'm not going to say that, but nobody really loves eating right all the time, working out all the time.
I have to say to you, I had some M&Ms this morning.
Well, were they dark chocolate?
No, I don't know.
Just
I
say
bought
they
everyone, the production team who work over in my office, I bought everyone M&Ms, and I bought some for myself.
It's Friday.
Aren't
you allowed to have cheat days?
No.
Oh, well.
No.
Don't beat yourself up.
I'm not.
Why do you think these states?
I enjoyed every darn one of them.
Then that's what it's worth.
That's what it's worth. Let's move on, everyone. Would you be okay if you became a fruitarian? People often call me that.
I don't know if fruitarian and fruity are the same thing.
Do you remember back in the day, you probably don't, but I'm sure some people will say at home, and I'm going to say this because it's about me, and I'm not going to take offense, nor will I think anyone at home. Back in the day, Grandma, our grandparents, if you're in your 50s or 60s maybe, your mother would say, oh, you know he's a little bit of a fruit. Do you know what I mean? Was that an American,
or did they say it?
Was that an American term as well?
It was. Oh yeah, people say it here.
So I know what. So this story made me laugh. Anyway, if you become a fruitarian, if you wanted to feel like high and lose weight, a couple who met after moving to Bali say these things happened to them after they ate only fruit for the past 3 years. Tina said she had more energy after trying it for a week. She says she always struggled with her weight, and this is the first diet where she was able to drop from a UK size 16 to a size 8, which is more like dropping from a size 12 to 4, okay? All right, now she also claims the diet helped her look younger, and she hasn't brushed her teeth in 2 years. Ugh. Well, I wish we got a bigger smile from it so I could look at her teeth. Because the fibre in the fruit cleans them. I don't believe that's true.
No, brush your teeth.
The couple now eat sweet fruits, which means they end up consuming 2,000 to 4,000 calories a day. They claim this diet can cure cancer, depression, and chronic illness. I cannot stand people putting this sort of stuff on the internet. And I'm telling you right now, being a fruitarian does not cure cancer. I'm sorry.
I just want them to brush their teeth. I can't get past that.
Well, I will say she does look like she's got nice teeth.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't you feel just like after you eat a piece of fruit, doesn't your mouth kind of feel a little like sugary and?
Well, I'm going to tell you, people. I am not allowed to be eating sugar right now.
So this is that why you're hating this diet?
No, not at all. But I can say to you, I had a bit of a peach in the cooking segment the other day, a 1/4 of a slice. I wanted to rub it all over my gums and teeth. It was so sweet and beautiful.
It's so sugary. Ew. Why are they not brushing their
I want you to go onto Facebook. We've put it up. You put this story up this morning. Tell us what you think of the story. baloney.
Well, okay, and also, like, I was thinking about this. It's easier to eat vegetables because I think you feel more full afterwards. So I think maybe being a vegetarian, he was a vegan before he went this route.
But so high in sugar.
Yeah, so high. But think about it. They're living in Bali, which is pretty tropical. It's humid.
Swimming, you're
dancing. So like
dancing.
you want to eat fruit. But like this isn't going to work if you're living in like here where it gets cold.
I don't know.
Because
Tell
you
us
want
what you
comfort
think.
food.
Yeah.
Like fruit's just not
All right,
going to do
enough.
it.
We've done enough on that story.
That's because you're
Here's an
missing
interesting
it.
story. A bunch of food writers, influencers, and media types were invited to a restaurant called Giant to have a complimentary dinner that unveiled new dishes, which had an interesting preservation technique. What they didn't know until after they ate the food was that it was 3 days old and it was preserved with Glad wrap. You know that Glad brand? You know that plastic wrap? Well, that's right. The whole thing was a publicity stunt. The restaurant did later apologise to anyone who felt deceived and, quote, we see now that we should have been more transparent. Question here is, would you really care if the food was preserved in Glad wrap?
No.
Well, I've eaten stuff out of my fridge.
Yeah, sometimes
4
leftovers
or
are better.
5 days later after Glad wrap. I don't know what the big deal is about this.
So when I first read this, I was thinking maybe they were feeling slighted because maybe they were like food critics.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, and they also invited a lot of influencers, like social media and just public figures, and maybe they wrote like these, you know, amazing reviews of this food, and they were like, "Oh, it's fantastic! It was so fresh," and then like
it worked.
3 days old.
We're talking about it.
Yeah. Would you? Food safety was not the issue here. They did say that all the food was completely safe. Like there was nothing in that. Do you think it just hurt their egos?
Oh, who cares? Who cares?
And what was it? Was it like coleslaw or was it?
Like they didn't tell us what food it
No.
was. I
I need
probably
more
wouldn't
details.
eat seafood 3 days later. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Unless it's in a
But like, do
one of
you
those
think
special
they
containers.
felt like it hurt their credibility? Like if they wrote in there like this was so fresh, it was just cooked, and
I
they're
just
like,
wanna
yeah,
say-
no, it wasn't.
Amber, it worked. They got the press. We just talked about it. All right. I like this story. You ready for this one?
Yes.
Did you have a happy childhood, everyone? Are you looking for a long-term partner? I talked about this yesterday. I wanted to say it today.
Yes, love this
If you
story.
answered yes to both, let's go back. Did you have a happy childhood? Are you looking for a long-term partner? Did you answer yes? Yes, I did. Then chances are you are going to pick someone who looks like your parents. Okay?
We talked about this yesterday off camera.
Based on answering yes to both questions, people are looking for women tend to pick someone with similar eye or hair color as their mothers, and people looking for men pick one that those same characteristics as their own fathers.
Really? Oh, so not the opposite? Like, you know how they always say you're looking for somebody who looks like your
What do we
dad or your
reckon?
mom?
What do you
No.
reckon?
And this gets deep because I feel like I had a happy childhood and the same yes to both
Do you want to
questions.
date your father?
No.
Your father look-alike?
No, but no, this one's saying your mother. Like, I would go for somebody who looks like my mom. Well, no, that doesn't work. But reread it. That's why I was just confused. Well, let's just say your parents. From past experience, no. So does that mean I didn't have a happy childhood?
Well, I don't know.
This is deep.
I don't know.
Do you date people who look like your parents?
Most certainly not.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want to date an alcoholic. Do you know what I mean? You know I talk about it all the time. I'm never going to lie to you.
This gets really deep.
Yeah, I don't like people. I'm not a big people. I don't like to date people who drink.
Right.
Because
But that's not
I remember I had a
physical
partner who drank,
characteristic.
and I woke up the next morning, and there was a bottle of vodka in the kitchen. See you later.
Done.
Never saw him again.
But did he have the same hair and eye color as
No,
your parents?
complete
Okay,
opposite.
so that's
Complete
it's
opposite.
physical characteristics. I don't think I've ever really dated anybody that looks similar to my dad.
Couldn't think of anything
But
worse.
that's saying that maybe we did not have a happy childhood and we're not looking for a long-term partner.
I am.
Let us know what you. Well, so
Yeah.
yeah, same. You tell us if you are married or dating somebody who looks like your mom or dad. Maybe send some pictures in.
Alrighty, no, don't. Sometimes we end up saying things we don't mean. Well, that's true. A phrase that tumbles out of your mouth could be a compliment to you, but it could end up insulting someone else. It's called microaggression, which is an unconscious expression of racism or sexism. Okay. Here's the list of the questions and phrases that would fall under this category. Let's bring them up. You're transgender. You don't look like it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a little.
Okay.
And I think this was in the office. This is things you shouldn't say in the office.
Okay. Oh, here's a good one. You're gay. You should meet my other gay. Well, that's not really an insult.
Well, have you ever had somebody like be like, "Oh, you're gay. You should meet my gay friend." He's
Babe,
looking for
it happens at Kroger at the checkout operator.
Well, do you take them up on it and you're like, "Hey, let me meet him"?
Dude, I'm single.
Oh, yeah.
Does it look like I'm taking them up on it? My boss is crazy.
Female.
Oh, okay. My female boss is crazy. If you say this about a female boss, it could be considered sexist because hysterical comes from the Greek word for...
Uterus.
Okay, uterus, meaning the disease only applies to women. What?
Well, it's saying that, you know, if you say your female boss is crazy, you're basically implying because she's a woman, she's crazy. But men and women can both be crazy.
Okay, number 4. They weigh... What? The way you've overcome your disability is so inspiring. Okay.
That implies there's low expectations for them because of their disability. These are people you don't know very well.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
your
think
coworkers.
I'd say that either.
Yeah.
Okay, your name is so hard to pronounce. Hello, I say it every day.
Well,
half the time I can't read the teleprompter.
You are microaggressive, Troy Thompson, according
well, no,
to this
because
list.
I would never say the top 3. I don't care. If you're my female boss and I call you crazy, you're crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 4 and 5.
Yeah. You just shouldn't say that.
Yeah. All right. Back after this short break, everyone. We're